Nelson Mandela was the first black president of South Africa. He is remembered today for his long struggle to bring justice to black South Africans who faced cruelty and discrimination at the hands of the whites. He was a South African anti-apartheid revolutionary, political leader and philanthropist who served as President of South Africa from 1994 to 1999. He was the country's first black head of the state and the first elected in a fully representative democratic election. His government focused on dismantling the legacy of apartheid by tackling institutionalized racism and fostering racial reconciliation. Ideologically an African nationalist and socialist, he served the African National Congress, the ANC party, from 1991 to 1997. Children, let us once again listen to the childhood days of Mandela, his studies in the university, and his entry into politics. Nelson Mandela was born on 18th July 1918 in Umtao in South Africa. Neither of his parents ever went to school, but they ensured that Mandela did. He, like his father, had a deep sense of justice, and this quality played a key role in his later career as a political revolutionary. He was only 9 when his father died. From then onwards, it was his mother who was responsible for the well-being and education of the children. At school, his teacher gave him an English name, Nelson. He took a lot of interest in studies, but was equally active in sports, his favorites being boxing and athletics. When Mandela went to university, he was the only local African student there, and he faced a lot of discrimination because of his skin color. The black South Africans, though greater in number, had almost no rights in the country. They were oppressed, insulted, and often treated inhumanly by white people. The National Party came into power in 1948, and the situation became much worse. The party supported the separation of black and white South Africans. The saddest thing was that those black people who already had a powerful position in society took the side of the whites, and they spoke in favor of the separation of the common black people. This was the birth of apartheid, a word that comes from the Afrikaans language and means being separate or apart. For thousands of black South Africans, their own motherland became a living hell. Mandela's deep sense of justice and his belief in the rights of the common people made him actively participate in political protest against apartheid. He was unable to finish his studies at the university because he was against many of the university's policies. Therefore, he was asked to leave. From as early as 1952, he was an important member of the African National Congress, a party that fought for the rights of the common people. He devoted himself to political campaigns and rallies and made speeches against the injustice and discrimination faced by his people. He had taken upon himself a very difficult and dangerous responsibility, but he remained fearless and devoted to this cause till the very end. Let us now continue from the current page. After being forced to give up his degree, Mandela moved to Johannesburg. In order to support himself, he started working as a security guard at a mine. Soon, one of his more successful friends helped Mandela get a job at a law firm as an accountant. Mandela had always understood the importance of education in life, and so, while working at the law firm, he once again enrolled for a bachelor's degree and this time successfully completed it. It was during these years in Johannesburg that Mandela became more deeply involved in politics and joined revolutionary groups that were fighting for the rights of the common black people. In the beginning, Mandela and those with him followed in Gandhi's footsteps, believing in the power of nonviolence. However, as the years went by, it became clear to them that they would not be able to win without armed struggle. Much later, Mandela said that taking up arms was the last option, and they were forced to adopt violent ways of protesting against apartheid because of the violence they themselves faced every day. You have already heard that Mandela wanted to liberate his people, as he joined politics and actively participated in political protest against apartheid. He could not complete his studies at the university because he stood against many of the university's policies. So he was asked to leave. Then he joined African National Congress, a party that fought for the rights of the common people. He joined in campaigns and rallies and gave speeches against the prevailing injustice. He was fearless and sacrificed his whole life for his people till the very end. He was forced to give up his studies and then moved to Johannesburg. Initially, he worked in a mine. Then his friends helped him to get an accountant's job in a law firm. Working in the firm, he continued his studies and successfully completed his bachelor's degree. Thereafter, he got more involved in politics and joined groups that were fighting for the freedom of black people. In the beginning, he followed Gandhi's nonviolent principles, but later realized that using violence was compulsory for gaining freedom, because they themselves faced violence every day. Let's move to the second paragraph. From 1960, the protests became increasingly violent with bomb explosions, strikes and clashes between the police and the protesters. Finally, in 1962, Nelson Mandela was arrested and charged for being a part of the protest against the ruling government. He was sent to prison and remained there for 27 years. However, his arrest failed to put out the fire, which he had ignited in the hearts of all the common people. To them, he was a symbol of justice and equality. All through the years, while Mandela was in jail, powerful protests continued to rock the country and the ruling government. This paragraph says that when the protests became violent with bomb explosions, strikes and clashes, Mandela was arrested and was kept in jail for 27 years. Even then, the ruling government could not stop the protesters. All through the years while Mandela was in jail, powerful protests continued to rock the country and the ruling government. Everywhere, loud and angry voices demanded the same rights for all. Finally, when Mandela was released from prison on 11 February 1990, the event was broadcast live all over the world. On 27 April 1994, the first free and fair elections were held in South Africa, in which every adult citizen of the country was allowed to vote. On 10th May 1994, Nelson Mandela became the first ever black president of South Africa. It had taken more than 40 years of his dream of a democratic and just society where people lived together in harmony to finally come true. Even after his retirement, Mandela continued to work for the common people. He was an active member of several groups that work for the benefit of the society. He received many awards internationally. Among these were the Bharat Ratna in 1990, the Nobel Peace Prize in 1993, Freedom of the City given by the city of Johannesburg in 1994, and the Honorary Citizenship of Canada in 2001. Mandela died at his home in Johannesburg on 5th December 2013. Now we have the word meanings here. Armed struggle meaning fighting with weapons. Put out the fire means to stop feelings of anger. Broadcast live, to show on radio or television. Retirement means a period in someone's after they stop working.